You're welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to look at the kinds of agents, all the types of agents that we have. So we have the first one, who is a universal agent. So this is an agent with unlimited authority and is often tasked with managing all affairs of the principal. And this kind of agent is rare and must be appointed through a deed or power of attorney. So this is an agent with unlimited authority. They can do anything, and are often tasked with managing all the affairs of the principal. For example, a person granted power of attorney to manage all personal and business affairs of an elderly person who can no longer make decisions. That is a universal agent. They have unlimited authority to manage all affairs of the principal. For example, for an elderly person who can no longer make decisions on their own. Then the second kind we have is the general agent. So this agent has the authority to represent the principal in all business activities of a particular kind. And the agent's authority covers anything within their role, within the scope of their role, such as managing a branch of a business. So these ones are supposed to represent the principal in all business activities of a particular kind. For example, a manager can be appointed to oversee operations at a specific branch of a bank, responsible for hiring staff, managing inventory, and handling customer complaints. So they represent the principal in all business activities of a particular kind. So their authority is only limited to that branch where they were appointed. Yeah, so that is the general agent. Then we have the special agent. The special agent, this one is appointed for a specific task or purpose. So once that task is done, they no longer have that authority. So they are appointed for a specific task or purpose, and the agent's authority is limited to performing that particular job. And when the job ends, and the purpose is completed, the agent no longer has the authority. For example, an agent hired to sell specific property, like a real estate agent hired to sell maybe a house of the owner. Once the sale is completed, the agent's authority ends. Yeah, so they are only appointed for a specific task or purpose. We have a mercantile agent. This one is a business agent. Is always a business that is authorized to buy, sell, or raise money using goods as security. And under this category, we have very many other subtypes. So the first one that we have is the factor. So the factor, this is a mercantile agent entrusted with the possession of goods to sell them. Yeah, you get someone else, you entrust them with your goods to sell them on your behalf, meaning they are your agent. Yes. Then the second subtype of a mercantile agent is a broker. So a broker is always a middleman who negotiates contracts for goods and services without possessing the goods themselves. So brokers do not own. For example, if you get a broker for a house, they don't own the house, but they always talk to you, negotiate with you and everything. So these are middlemen who negotiate contracts for goods or services without possessing the goods themselves. So they act as intermediaries, but they do not have the authority to decide the outcome of the transaction. So the outcome of the transaction is supposed to be decided by the agent and the customer. Yes, so they just help negotiate. Yeah, but they don't decide the outcome of the transaction. So an agent arranges deals between buyers and sellers, but does not take possession of goods. For example, brokers of houses, they don't own those houses, and just because they bring customers doesn't mean that the houses belong to them. Yeah. Then another subtype we have is the auctioneer. So the auctioneer is an agent who sells goods at auctions on behalf of the principal. So their role involves representing both the seller before the auction and the buyer after the sale. So auction, it's like an invite. They invite you to buy the goods. So the auctioners, they auction the goods on behalf of the principal. So they represent the seller before the auction by auctioning the goods. Then they also represent the buyer after the sale. They help the buyer to get what they auctioned for. Yeah. So an auctioneer is an agent authorized to sell goods at public auctions. For example, an auctioneer selling artwork to the highest bidder. Yeah. Then we have the commission agents. So commission agents, these are agents that act as independent parties in a transaction, resembling both the seller and the buyer without being legally bound to either. So for commission agents, these are agents who buy or sell goods for the principal while earning a commission. For example, an agent purchasing agricultural products for a company. So they can either buy or sell for the principal to earn a commission. Those are the ones called commission agents. Then the last one we have is that one, agents. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. Del something agents. So this is an agent who guarantees payment to the principal in case the buyer defaults. Like they promise you that in case the buyer doesn't pay, I'll pay. So they guarantee payment to the principal in case the buyer defaults. For example, an export agent ensuring payment for international sales. So this agent guarantees the payment of a third party to the principal in exchange for higher commission. They assume the risk if the party defaults. They assume the risk if the party They assume the risk if the third party defaults. And other agents include bankers, solicitors, company directors, and then partners in partnerships. Yeah, so those are the kinds of agents that we have. The main ones are the mercantile agent, we have the universal agent, we have the general agent, and then the special agent. Thanks for watching.